MAONO has sent this microphone set for us to test, because sound is the most important thing, even for video production. You might think the visuals are, but if you get the audio right, that is, I would actually say it's more important sometimes, because you can always change visuals, you can use B-roll, you can do other things, but if you don't get the audio right, there's nothing much you can do. So I'm always interested to try new technology, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Rode Wireless Pro 2, which I always use for filming. Really nice case and loads of accessories if you buy the complete set. And it comes with this little box, which is really cool. Don't know if you can see that. And then you can open it up, and you've got the microphones inside. The receiver, let's have a look so you can see the receiver. Now what I really like this, it's got actual buttons and switches to change the settings. So that's the toggle to change the input and output level, which is really nice, because the Rode ones I'm filming with now doesn't have that. You have to press a combination of touch buttons, electronic buttons. It's just a mess. I don't like it. And it also has a USB socket and a mono and stereo switch. So the microphones themselves are tiny. Look at the tiny. Look how small these are, the little microphones. And these are magnetic, already built in, and really, really small. So the switches on them, you have a power switch, and you press that button again for the noise reduction. So if you compare it to my GoPro, the differences are very, very obvious in size and weight. Yeah, so it comes with a magnetic clip, and look how strong that is, brilliant. And then you can just put it the other side of your shirt or t-shirt or something like that, and there you go, ready to use. And it comes with all the accessories, so you got the wind guards there and USB-C. Also, interestingly, it comes with the other accessories for mobile phones. So you can plug it directly in your mobile phone, USB-C, but it says it's 48 Hertz for 24-bit, which is really good quality. The Rode microphones I'm using have a higher capability than that, but they're a lot more expensive. So let's go straight into the sound tests. Audio tests. This is direct from the camera itself, the Sony camera. Never really recommend it unless you're desperate. So let's plug in. Okay. Okay, that was a big sound outside. But yeah, this is now from the MAONO microphone, and when it's directly in front of you, like any mic, it's going to be really good, because the sound is coming from my mouth, obviously, and it's more direct. But most of the time for blogging and interviews, you have the mic here. So obviously it's not going to be the best as in front of you, but that's just with every microphone. And it sounds nice, you know, it sounds pretty good. It's a bit tinny, high end, but that can be, with any audio, I always have to mix it afterwards anyway, because it depends on your voice. I have a very mid-heavy voice. Let's try the AI by just tapping it once, I think. Yeah, so now it's turned a bit more robotic because it's cut out the sound frequencies. I think, so let's try. Now I have a strong wind noise, because when I'm filming audio outside or indoors, you always have to do some kind of noise reduction, because if you're outside you've got the wind and traffic. If you're indoor even, there's always some kind of noise. But let's take it to an extreme. So this is a bit of an extreme example, but you can hear the noise. Now let's turn off. And you see, without the noise reduction, my voice is barely breaking through. But with the noise reduction, it's a lot better. Obviously this is quite an extreme example, but you get the idea. Okay, so now this is using the Rode Wireless Pro 2, and on my chest, it does feel more rounded with the frequencies, a bit more bass heavy. And when it's in front of you, yeah, it's a lot better, obviously, like every microphone. There is more noise. I can hear the hissing on this through the headphones, because there is no noise reduction built into these Rode ones. So It's going to have a hard time with this fan, I think. Let's have. So yeah, it's quite bad. Unless I really, yeah, I can't do anything about the noise reduction. So yeah, it's quite bad. Unless I really. As you might be able to hear through the YouTube tests, is that it's certainly good quality audio, without a doubt. I would happily use this for vlogging and in situations like this. And where it's better than the Rhodes is that the noise reduction, you can just click a button and it does noise reduction straight away. Saves time in post, which is important. The Rhodes don't have any noise reduction ability built in. You have to do it in post, but you can do it in post because a lot of software now has noise reduction built in. So overall, in a quiet situation, yes, the Rhodes sound more rounded, but with a bit of editing with the MAONO microphones, you can make them sound more rounded anyway. I would always suggest playing around with the frequencies to adjust. It's like I have a mid-heavy voice, so I always lower that, then raise up the very low and high end to make it more rounded with the audio. That was a big sound outside. But yeah, this is now from the MAONO microphone, and when it's directly in front of you, like any mic, it's going to be really good because the sound is coming from my mouth, obviously, and it's more direct. So with the mobile phone, this is great because there's a connection, you can plug it. As a connection, you can put in straight into your mobile phone, which is great. For a lot of people, they might be filming them phones. And you always see on social media now, content creators or anybody creating content, that audio is terrible because they don't know the benefits of having dedicated microphones. So you just plug it straight in. The microphone, hopefully, plugged into it. This must act as a receiver, so it should go straight in, I believe, which should be good. And let's turn that microphone off. Take it out, and you should be able to hear the difference. And of course, this is in a quiet room. So there is a mobile app where you can control these microphones with more controls, with noise reduction, less and more, and the frequencies and things like that, which is really handy if you're on the go. It has a 300-meter range, which now interference can get in the way of that. Usually line of sight is better, but that's really great. I don't know when I'd use 300 meters, but it's pretty cool. So the price that it's currently on is £84, which is amazing. £84 for a wireless kit, and it's great quality. I've got no problem with the audio quality really. You can always adjust it in post to suit anyway. The Rode Pro Mark II is currently £260. And well, it depends if those benefits suit you or not. So with the Rhodes, they have some benefits. Like you can see now, I'm using a lavalier mic that goes into, the lavalier mic goes into the unit, just because you can't see it, but also it's more targeted to my voice, whereas these ones are more, the audio is spread. You can't do that with these ones because there's no mini jack input, but they're so small and light, maybe you don't need to. It's quite more discreet. Well, you can see it's pretty much the same size anyway. Also the Rode self-record, which is probably my most used feature of these. So I can put this anywhere and turn it on and it records to itself, and then I just put it back in the hub and put it on my computer. These ones don't self-record, so you have to connect it to a receiver. And I didn't use the wind mufflers on for my noise tests because I wanted to test the noise ability of the microphone built in. So the best feature of these is it's ready to go. And this isn't just talking to professionals doing vlogging or video production. I'm talking to the people who film on their mobile phones as well. You can make your production so much better by using these professional microphones, and I would consider it professional level. And if you get this for £84, then it's a no-brainer to me. It's, if you don't want to invest in the really expensive ones which have other features, then this is a great alternative. Being able to put it in your phone, your computer, in your camera straight away, instant recording. No, I haven't adjusted anything. I pretty much just took it out the box from new, put it in my camera, switched it on, didn't even need to sync it up, it automatically syncs up. Yeah, thanks for MAONO to thanks to MAONO for sending me this, and it's really interesting to discover what less expensive technology can achieve now, and it gets my full recommendation for those content creators on the small and large scale. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time.